I'm privileged to bring you here a conversation with Freddie Lieber. Freddie was the man, the creative force behind what ended up becoming called styling. Styling the actresses, styling fashion, arranging and making fashion more spectacular for the most unbelievable photographers in the industry. Freddie, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm very honored to be here, Stephen. It's nice to have this time to spend with you because I usually am there running into your shop and gathering your jewels.
I love a visit with you, Freddie, and what I'm so privileged to be part of is the magic of you pulling it all together, and the best of photographers, the best of fashion, the best of celebrities, beauties from around the world. If we know who they are or not, you made them look even more beautiful.
For me, it's about the end result. So the photographers that I was lucky enough to work with trusted me was Irving Penn, who was a master of photography, Horst, Sheila Metzner, Deborah Turberville, Albert Watson for many years, Rico Pullman. Sadly, some of these people are not with us anymore. Lord Snowden, David Bailey. I've worked with them all, but I've learned from them all also. So I didn't know actually anything about things that what I ended up doing.
About my jewelry that you find distinctive from a lot of jewelry that you worked with.
Well, I always loved exotic jewelry. Having traveled to India and to Morocco and to these people, I was always fascinated with it. Ever since I knew about you, I was fascinated with it.
Do I do it well?
Well, you do it appropriately for fashion. Because these are from the Maasais when I went to Africa. These are originally from them. They gave them to me. I have jewelry from all over the world.
So you have...
So I have the original thing. But for me to use it in a modern way, I use your jewelry.
So that's like one of the best compliments you could ever give me.
Well, it helps me big time. My job at Harper's Bazaar is to create stories. And I wanted to create a story that people can relate to. And the first story I did, which I used your jewelry, was I said, the first job, I said, I want a very simple story. I just want all of the advertisers, because that's what makes a magazine live, is the people that advertise in it. So I said, I want you to give me all of the advertising, the ones you don't have and the ones you wish to have. But I want a white shirt from them, just a simple white shirt. And I want to create an idea with the white shirt. So I said, Calvin Klein was at the top of that list. Calvin was hot at that time. Ralph Lauren. Every white shirt that existed from every potential advertiser. And I said, I want to go into the desert and photograph this beautiful girl, Carrie Otis, who was involved she was the face of the moment. And I chose my photographer, I got all the white shirts, and I came up to see you. For the jewelry. And I just wanted to have a bohemian look to it. Take these white shirts, and we photographed in the desert, and I distract her with all of the turquoise and the silver
jewels, and the person watching who likes my jewelry and now is getting a chance to meet the man who appreciated my jewelry. What a few words you can tell them about me and my jewelry.
Well, I don't know. Jewelry, to me, your jewelry, it's what I like about it. There's not a lot. You have a very specific look where you don't find it everywhere.
Thank you.
Because it feels like an heirloom, because it has the style of jewelry has a history behind it.
I love that. Thank you.
And it has a history behind it, and it gives a feeling of depth. Not just a piece of jewelry. It has a feeling of when I think of all the ladies, substance is a depth to it. There is a power to it.
Oh, I love that.
And I tell you why. Because all of the ladies that I admired, when I look, Dana Vreeland, you look at pictures of her, she stacked all that jewelry on. You know, you look at Millicent Rogers, who went to the far into Midwest,
Santa Fe,
and she wear Balenciaga dress, but she stacked it all the Santa Fe with all the turquoise jewelry. So those are my references of those women that really had a strong point of view in how they dress and had nothing to do with it necessarily diamonds or whatever it is. But the that is my
your picture of how people should
dress,
believe in, and my jewelry
the
does
Millicent
it.
Rogers, all those women who really, Dana Vreeland, who really had a strong, I look at pictures of Varushka in Vogue from the 50s, from the 60s, sorry, and everything was, more is more, that way.
I know you for so many years, and now I understand, like the cover of In Style with Catherine Zeta-Jones, with Uma Thurman. Now all those pictures make sense.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I have to modify it.
I understand, but it still makes sense because I see your vision in a modern.
But you see how you have to, when you're dealing with a personality, an actress, it's that you have to make sure that the jewelry doesn't overtake her. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's a different dealing with an actress. You know what I mean? Because she has to be, when you're dealing with a model, you can do it to the key, or you're dealing with a person, you know what I mean? But when you're dealing with an actress, you have to have a lighter hand. I can use the jewelry, but it's just that one, I would put the neck,
like Beyonce wearing her cuff.
Exactly. I make one statement out of it.
Well, that's a nice way that my customer should take a look upon how she wears and welcome into this club of Stephen Dweck.
Right. Anyway, so that is my point of view, and I hope you continue doing the jewelry because I wouldn't have a job if you don't continue.
Right.